I saw a poster and advertisement for going down to the Virgin Islands. Extremely provocative.
When I buy something new, I always go and ask my brother, do you like it? Do you like it? And what he says, then I'll feel comfortable wearing it.
I think the guys' hormones are running crazy when they're in their teenage years, so they'll say anything to get you into bed.
There's no way around it, but you just crave it, and it's human.
I'm dressing for the opposite sex. I want to be sexy. I think that's a good thing to be, but there's a point where being sexy and being loose, there's a definite distinction between the two.
I would go after a cute girl and I would be so caught up in trying to sleep with her and trying to make her like me that I wouldn't think about whether or not I liked her.
You can fall in love with the looks, I mean, that's what happens to me a lot. I fall in love with the looks, and then I get to know the guy, and then it's a disappointment. And I hate that when I do that, but it happens.
I don't risk having something revealing or low cut in the front, because even if the person's a nice person, they have hormones and they can get out of control sometimes.
Every person is going to feel a certain amount of lust towards someone else, simply just looking at them. That's a natural reaction.
My first experience, it was because a lot of my other friends had been doing it, and it was that kind of a thing, doing it,
It isn't something that should be tossed around. It should be kept within love.
There's other ways we can share our love, we can be intimate without having sex.
We don't have sex, but I guess you could say everything but. You can love somebody in a different way. Like I love my mom, I love my dad, I love my dog. That doesn't mean I want to have sex with them. I mean,
I like group dating. For me, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot less stress and tension involved.
there's no real pressure to sleep with somebody. There's no real pressure to, have to do a certain thing. You just all get together, say you want to go bowling or you want to go to the beach and watch the sunset.
You don't feel pressured to say anything, or if there's silence, there's that weird silence, that the 7-minute lull that happens sometimes. You feel weird, but no. I think group dating for me is the way to go.
There's been many times that I could have done it, and I've thought back to if I had, I'd be so upset, because some of these guys are such jerks, you won't screw them so they leave, and then they're totally pissed.
Once I made the conquest, I would turn around and I'd start, it was like the wool was taken out from in front of my eyes. And then I would realize that I didn't really like this person. I wasn't that attracted to her. And that was a pretty terrible feeling.
I've had many opportunities to become unvirginized, de-virginized.
It's something that should be held sacred, and it's something that I think most people want.
I want to save it for marriage.
I just have a lot of respect for myself, and I don't want to give myself to just anybody. And I think that's what it is. It's giving yourself to somebody else.
I think I was consumed with a feeling of conquest, and that was satisfying. But after that happened, I felt bad. I felt like there was a vacuum inside me, an empty space.
Sex is a whole different thing in a relationship. It can bring you closer, but then it can also bring in a lot of problems too.
I mean, you can end up pregnant. You could end up with AIDS. There's so many things that can happen.
None of my friends have, gotten pregnant or anything, but a lot of them have been really hurt.
For me personally, would probably destroy my life right now. I have so many goals set for myself that a child would not fit into the picture.
A lot of girls think it's, fun to be sexy and try and make the moves, just the little ones. And you really can't do that because you give the guy the wrong impression so easy. And sometimes it's hard when they're really cute, but you just gotta be real upfront that you're not gonna do anything, and it's really hard, especially when people start drinking and they get something else in their system that's taken over and they just can't stop it, and then they realize all of a sudden, oh gosh, I shouldn't be doing this.
I know a lot of people that seriously woke up in the morning and said, I did what with who, and that's wrong.
I've always let them know right away that I'm not going to do anything, screw them or anything. So, I think that they should know that right away, and I'd tell them that.
If you can't talk about it, then you don't deserve to be involved with it. You can't just sit there and act like animals in the backseat of your Chevy and just all of a sudden say, hey, let's do it.
Saying no should be the way it should work. And if it doesn't, then you should get yourself out of the situation that you're in. You should get up and walk away.
First of all, you just say, I just want to have fun tonight, or let's just be friends tonight. And then if they still don't get the message, you say, I don't want to do anything. Let's just keep your hands off me.
There might be an inclination towards sex, but I keep it well in check, and I live with that every day. Most men do.
How do you keep that in check?
You think of the other person and why you like them, and then you balance that out with the way you feel.
Not many guys ask you, they'll start making the moves on you, and you're just like, you take their hand and you say no.
before they'd say, you know, oh, well, you haven't, you know, what's wrong with you? And now it's like, you haven't, well, that's really cool, you know?
If it's something that you want to save and you feel very precious, then hold on to it.
The first time I'd like to do it, I'd like to have a beautiful experience.
In my circle of friends, the people that I'm around, I think it's more they're proud that they haven't lost their virginity, that it's something you should be proud of. I'm 100% a virgin and proud of it.
You ever heard of secondary virginity?
Secondary virginity. I really couldn't say. I mean, I think once you lose your virginity, it's pretty hard to get it back, unless you're born into a new life or something.
I guess those are people who have done it once, but they decided, no, I'm not going to do it again until I get married.
Physically, I don't think you can really return it. But as for spiritually and mentally, which is a real emotional problem that a lot of teens face, just ask for forgiveness. It's okay, start again. Just start anew.
So like forgiveness, it's just forgiveness.
Do you buy that?
I do, very much. I'm always usually the one who drives, so I hate taking them home. I mean, I like it, but I don't like the anticipation of what's going to happen next.
It's the hardest thing that you'll probably ever face in your teenage life, to look into somebody's eyes that you feel that you love, not to mention you're attracted to, and you're physically honed in and have the desire, but it's your will, and if you don't want to do it, just say no.
It's because it's easy to give in, it's not easy to say no.
It doesn't seem like sex is for teenagers. It seems like I think sex is for married people.
I don't feel like, oh God, I've just turned 18. I shouldn't be a virgin now. But I am, and I feel fine with my decision to stay.
Seriously, now people do look up to me for saying no, and I love it.